Ooh, how about them Steam machine prices? Who would have imagined a time during the pandemic when we were all wondering what's going to be the price of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X? Hopefully, it's not $600. We were always speculating that before the consoles came out, and now we are at a time to where prices are absolutely insane. We're at a time to where you're better off buying a console or any type of hardware day one, no matter how pricey it is, because down the line, it's not going to get a decrease in value or in price. It's going to get an increase in value and price. Today, Valve has released the randomized selection for essentially pre-orders of the Steam machine. And there is 4 different Steam machines that you guys can select, which is a 512 gigabyte model. There's also a 512 gigabyte model with a controller. There's a 2 terabyte model and a 2 terabyte model with a controller as well. Now, off rip, I'm gonna just give you guys a solid. If you guys actually plan on getting the Steam machine and you guys actually plan on using it, like using it, I recommend just going for the 2 terabyte one. Don't recommend getting this one because games these days take up so much storage. It's not even worth it. Okay. But if you do plan on, just having a couple games, then you're fine with deleting and installing a whole bunch of stuff and not having a lot of storage, and you just want to save up on money, definitely go for the 512 gigabyte model unless you don't have the Steam controller already. Last week I did get my Steam controller and it is amazing. In fact, I got a actually really cool video coming up soon on the Steam controller that you guys definitely want to see, and we're going to do a lot of tests with it. I already opted in for the 2 terabyte model and the two terabyte with controller model. Not too sure which one I'll get. I mean, it depends on how the randomization works. If I can get any of these, I'll go for any of them. Like I said, since I already have the controller, I don't really need to worry about having to get the controller version. So I'm fine with, as long as I can get the 2 terabyte one, I'm good to go because I'm definitely going to try and get one so I can do some reviews and some really cool testing for you guys. Now, honestly, I will say Steam kind of did drop the ball when it comes to the whole launch of the Steam machine. Really, I feel like if this would have came out a year or 2 years ago, this would have been the perfect device and it probably would have been cheaper. But obviously, with its development and it coming out now with all the hardware increases and stuff, it makes it really hard for console players to really jump into the PC market like this. Me, I've gotten everything this generation. We got the Switch 2, the PS5, this Xbox Series X, the PS5 Pro. We also got a beast 4090 gaming PC. So, I'm gonna get it. And we got the Xbox Series X as well. I'm definitely gonna get it. I think that it does suck, if you guys are just trying to get into PC gaming and you guys can't. But that's not really the main point of the video that I want to talk about. The main point I really want to talk about is the fact that next generation, all right, we have been getting more and more rumors as the months have leading on, especially as we're getting closer and closer to 2027, that the PlayStation 6 and the Xbox Helix is going to be releasing soon as well. And we possibly could see a reveal for the Xbox Helix later on this year. Now, if this isn't a showcase as to what we're walking into come next generation, this is going to get crazy. The PlayStation 6 and the Xbox Helix prices are going to be out of this world. I mean, think about it. The Xbox Helix is essentially a Steam machine that's going to be way more powerful and it's going to be able to do exactly what the Steam machine can do. This, and like, I think this Xbox Helix is guaranteed to be possibly $2,000. Now, obviously, there was like an article released from Xbox saying that they're going to try and figure out a way to make sure that they can have the best price of entry for players that are trying to get into next generation with the Xbox Helix. So they might do what Valve is doing and try to have multiple versions with less storage or whatever, or maybe weaker components. But we're definitely looking at the Xbox Helix possibly being a minimum of $2,000, which is crazy to say. Of course I'll be going for it, but that is super crazy. And as well as the PS6. Now, the PS6 seems like it's just going to be another console, which is not going to have, the Steam components. It's not going to be like a PC hybrid. It's just going to be just a console, just your basic console that can just do everything a console can do. So that I can see that being around $1,000, maybe 1,100, maybe 1,200 at max. But even then, that's still crazy for a console. You know, we're at a point in time, like I said, that console prices are going up as the years go on. Beforehand, PS1, PS2, PS3, even PS4. As the years went on from the generation, the pricing has went lower and lower. There's a time where you could get an Xbox One for like $200. Now we're at a point to where a console that came out in 2020 for $500 now costs upwards of $600 to $700. We're at a point to where my PS5 Pro that I got day one, that everyone was an outrage for, that cost about $750, now costs $900. This generation has just been crazy, and I do not know what to expect for next generation. Next generation is definitely going to have to bring something to the table that's definitely going to garner attention for, especially the casual consumers that play consoles, because you got to think about it. Us, the people that are watching this video, we are hardcore gamers. So we're obviously going to be enthusiasts and purchase the game the day, the consoles day one. But the people that don't care about all the tech stuff, they're gonna see a PS6 and they're gonna say $1,000. They're gonna just stick with the PS5 because we're at a point in time to where the previous generations last even longer. Still to this day, we still have games releasing on the PlayStation 4. Back in the day, when a new console came out, the previous hardware would get some support for the first 2 years of the next gen, but then after that, it would just fall off. But now with all the price increases and the demand and how crazy costs the games are for development, we're at a point now where games need as much money as possible. So they have to be on previous gen. PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox is really gonna have to bring something to the table that's gonna want people to actually buy the products. And I feel like this generation, we barely had much to offer. I feel like a lot of games haven't really utilized the power the PS5 and Xbox Series X has to offer. Having the PS5 Pro day one and seeing it how it got developed with updates and stuff like that, and seeing how powerful this system is, it makes me really wonder what it's going to perform like when GTA 6 comes out and as we get better games like Intergalactic, Wolverine. I really want to see these consoles take advantage of the hardware. We shall see what happens. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys think the Steam Machine prices are crazy? Are you guys going to be picking up a Steam Machine? Are you guys going to even be picking up a PS6 and an Xbox Helix? If you guys do or don't, definitely stay tuned to the channel because I will be covering all the new stuff for you guys. That way you guys can at least get the best experience possible and see if you guys should pick it up or not. I just think it's crazy how gaming has just changed so much within this generation. Like this generation was supposed to be so exciting, so refreshing to see what the next generation of gaming has to offer. But I felt like we went backwards a lot this gen. And I feel like we haven't got to see the true potential of this generation. And it really makes me wonder what is going to happen for the PS6 and how the marketing is going to be for the PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox Helix. We'll find out later on this year as we should be possibly seeing some teasers on the next Xbox Helix and next year with possibly the PS6 reveal. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm signing out. Peace out, everybody.